We have to find this balance of maintaining the everyday local politics of our communities while also looking at what's happening nationally. I am of the belief, and this is why I appreciate that no matter what the naysayers, people all over you telling you don't do a fast,
Right.
don't be involved in a boycott. Right. If we listened
yes.
to some of our the people telling us don't, they will tell you you'll be in a state of paralysis forever.
Yeah.
I believe that one of the strongest points of resistance that we have right now is to take our money and hold it away from people who support or are cowering to, because they say, oh, not all corporations support Trump. They just don't want to be. No problem. You don't have to want to be, but I don't have to want to work with you.
That's right.
To figure out where you truly stand. Why do I have to give my money to a corporation
you don't.
That's following a fascist administration, an authoritarian government? Why do I have to? Why do I have to do that?
No.
I don't have to get. And by the way, I can go take my money over here, where they're actually saying I stand with you. So what you telling me is I still got to fly on this airline that says they're getting rid of all of their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, and I can't say, well, I'm gonna stick with this one over here that does have it. Like, come on, common sense. So I don't know what the two issues are, because I care about women, and women are under attack. I care about Black men, young Black men, and young Black men are under attack. Who do you think will be the ones to be impacted by there not being data to show which police departments have the worst history and practices of abuse against us? It's going to be young Black men. I care about people who don't have jobs.
Wow.
Right? Like that's going to lend itself to the other things. So when people don't work, your kid in your household who can't get the basic things that they need, they become the shooters.
Yeah, I think different than the civil rights model under this Trump administration, we have to get in a room and say, people pick a lane.
Pick one lane, yeah.
It ain't no civil rights leader. Yeah, that's gone. Because with so much going on, there's got to be a group or an individual who's dealing with African immigration policy.
Absolutely.
Somebody got to deal with the dismantling of the Department of Education. Right. Somebody else on saving HBCUs. Somebody else on the women's right to choose. But I think that this whole King model is gone.
Right. No, it is. And the way I see it, I believe in the Ella Baker model of decentralized leadership, that yet it's decentralized, but it doesn't mean that there is not a moment when certain people, there's a focus on what they are doing in that moment.
Yes.
I don't have a problem saying we're going to all put our support behind the Target fast, or we're all going to put our support behind, as you said, someone who might be working on issues with the Department of Education, the lawyers who are out here filing lawsuits. But we've got a lot of people, let's just keep it real, that have an issue with the spotlight being on anybody but themselves.
Ooh. Yeah.
They just, so that means that the movement can't move because it's not about me. It's not about everyone focused on me. And you know who those people are, because when we do things collectively, they don't ever seem to want to participate.
Wow. No, it's true. And it's true in the Black church. A preacher ain't coming unless he preaching.
Really?
Yeah. You ain't got me down to read the Old Testament lesson. I'm out of here.
Well, I don't know how that's going to work, but I think we're being whipped into shape in this moment. And it's going to require us to sit at tables with people who we don't necessarily like.
Yeah.
And I think that's the uncomfortableness of the moment. But people don't know yet. Folks keep asking me what we're going to do. I said, y'all early. Because it seemed like folks still think the Democratic Party is going to save us. Some people think, just making money again is going to save us. Other people believe ignoring it and burying their head in the sand is going to save them or us.
Yeah.
None of those things are going to work. We're going to have to lean all the way in.